Tongue-cut sparrow. Once upon a time, there lived a very kind-hearted old man and a very greedy and wicked old woman. The old man loved the little sparrows that came to play in his garden and cherished them as if they were his own children. Every day, he fed them and spoke to them gently. However, the old woman hated sparrows and always treated them as a nuisance. One day, on a sunny afternoon, the old woman was spreading out white cloth in the garden and preparing laundry starch. A single sparrow lightly flew in, and perhaps drawn by the delicious smell, it chirp-chirp-pecked at the prepared starch and completely ate it all up. Seeing this, the old woman's face turned bright red, and she became extremely angry. "Hey, you wicked sparrow!" The old woman, with a demonic look, caught the sparrow, took out a sickle or a small knife, and without mercy, snipped its tongue. The sparrow, unable to bear the pain, let out a sad cry. Bleeding and grieved, it powerlessly flew back towards the faraway mountains. When the old man returned home and heard this cruel story, his heart felt like it would break, and he sincerely felt pity for the poor sparrow. The old man immediately wanted to express his apology and decided to look for the sparrow to make amends. The old man diligently walked along the unfamiliar mountain paths, leaning on his cane. As he went, he asked in a lonely voice, "Where, oh where is the inn of the tongue-cut sparrow? Has anyone seen it?" He kept asking this over and over as he went. After walking for many days, when the old man was exhausted, he finally found a small house standing quietly in the middle of a deep bamboo thicket. That was the sparrow's inn he had been searching for. Upon entering, the injured tongue-cut sparrow was there, waiting for him. The old man, shedding tears, said, "I have done a truly unforgivable thing. You must have been in such pain. Are you well now? Please forgive this old man." He bowed his head deeply. The sparrow looked at the old man with gentle eyes and said, "Thank you very much for coming all the way to this remote mountain area. I was very shocked when my tongue was cut, but to be honest, it was my fault for eating the starch. Please, do not worry. You must be tired from your journey, so please stay and rest comfortably tonight and have dinner with us." The sparrow welcomed the old man with polite words. That night, the old man spent his time peacefully at the sparrow's inn, receiving warm hospitality that the sparrows had prepared with all their hearts. The refreshing next morning, as the old man was reluctantly leaving for home, the sparrows brought a small package and said, "This is a gift from us as a token of our gratitude. There is a large box and a small box. Please choose the one you prefer." The old man looked at the obviously heavy large box and the seemingly light small box and compared them. "Both are too much, but an old man like me doesn't need gifts. If you insist, the small one will do, as it will be easier to carry on the road," he replied humbly. The old man carefully carried the small gift box on his back and arrived home. He immediately opened it with a pounding heart, and inside he found dazzling gold and silver coins, beautiful kimonos, and various other rare things he had never seen before, all packed tightly. When the old woman saw this splendid treasure, her eyes widened with greed and angrily scolded the old man. "Why didn't you bring the big one? You really are a fool. Listen, I'm going now, and I'll bring back that big box. All of it." Driven by greed, the old woman rushed into the mountains. She asked people she met on the path in a rude tone, "Where is the end of the tongue-cut sparrow? Tell me quickly." She shouted loudly as she pushed deep into the bamboo thicket. The old woman quickly found the sparrow's inn and met the tongue-cut sparrow with an arrogant attitude. The sparrow, puzzled, asked, "Grandmother, why have you come here?" The old woman shamelessly lied. "Oh, I wanted to see you. It was I who took care of you, you know." The sparrow quietly replied, "Is that so? Please come in then," and showed her inside. The old woman, without even sitting down, demanded, "Enough! Prepare the gifts immediately." The big box the old man got, of course. The old woman, having longed for the heavily weighted large box, staggered as she put it on her back and satisfyingly left the sparrow's inn. The old woman couldn't resist the temptation. On her way back, she desperately wanted to see the contents of this box, which was supposed to contain treasure. To avoid being seen by anyone, she clumsily put the heavy box down on the roadside, her chest swelling with anticipation, lifted the lid, and looked inside. Lo and behold, what came out was not shimmering treasure, but frightening-faced snakes, limbless ghosts, shudder-inducing centipedes, and other hair-raising horrors which came pouring out in abundance one after another. Overwhelmed by fear, the old woman let out a scream and tried to escape, her legs giving way, but she was surrounded by the terrible things that had overflowed from the box. The old woman, as punishment for her greedy and wicked actions, suffered a terrible ordeal, and crying she fled back home, but because of her deep greed, she acquired not a single piece of wealth. Meanwhile, the kind-hearted old man lived happily and comfortably ever after, thanks to the treasure from the small box given by the sparrow. The